Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do What If Deku Was a Cyborg Octoling Part 7. We start off on the hero's point of view. UA is having a meeting with their staff. I've come here to discuss about the UA entrance exam that are coming up. I see promising new candidates this year. I do too, Nezu. There are quite a few people that have potential this year. Midnight's like, oh, you have your eye on some people. It's not y'all's business, but yes, we do have some intriguing students coming in this year. I wish we wouldn't let mutation types in here. Now, calm down, All Might. Think of it as this. Hawks and Miracle. There are two top heroes that have mutation type quirks. Think of this as this. We let them in, and we're pretty much keeping them on a leash. They're nothing but pawns in a chess game. And especially, you could consider myself a mutation type quirk too, All Might. I know, Nezu, but you're different. You are part of experiments. You're not like those freaks. Now, All Might, there is no way to speak of them. As always said, I just wish we had taken down that safe zone of theirs. If we take down the safe zone, that will only cause more trouble, and you know it, All Might. So what? It needs to be teared down. If it gets teared down, we're looking at chaos in the country. There'll be riots everywhere. And what's the problem with a few riots? They can be easily put down. What, by force? You do that, then the public's opinion of you is going to change. Now, let's just change topics. So, we cannot go against the little safe zone. It was set up for a reason, after all. And you try to take it down, that's going against the Hero Safety Commission. And we don't really have the authority to do that. Only one person runs the safe zone. Even one, but that person has connections to the Hero Safety Commission president. That means you can't do anything, All Might. Why can't they see? They're only freaks that need to be taken out. Now, I think this meeting has been enough. So this meeting is now adjourned. All Might leaves. But Aizawa is still a spectacle on All Might, so he decides to follow them. Or follow him. As he walks into another room, into the staff room, pulls out his phone. Dials in a number. Did you take care of it? We started the rumors like you said, but it seems our guy has gone missing. What do you mean? The guy that was spreading rumors is gone missing, and the riots we were planning to start up have been put down. What do you mean? Someone named I is stopping the riots. It's like their speaker. It's preventing any violent actions from occurring. I want you to get rid of her. All Might, it's a hard job trying to get one hero in there. If we try to get another one in there, we could arouse suspicion. I don't care. Get rid of that speaker. I'll see what I can do, but it's going to be hard. Don't make me have to do this by force. Oh, don't worry, All Might. I'll take care of it. As he hangs up, they better get that done. And as Eraserhead was listening to the entire thing, with a mad look. So that's what he's planning. But before he leaves, he hears All Might say something. That safe zone needs to be destroyed. The resources I could get from it are absurd. I'd be rich, super rich, probably the richest in Japan. So that's your reasoning. As Aizawa walks away and heads to the Hero Safety Committee, he walks in. How may I help you, sir? I'm here to speak to the head of the mutation safe zone. Oh, sure thing. Follow me, sir. Aizawa follows the man. He's right through here. As he knocks, come in. As he walks through the door and sees a chair turned around, and one octoling 14 in the same room. Well, hello, Eraserhead. Hello, Axel. As he turns around and he has a head of axolotl. Ah, what is it you came to discuss with me? All Might is trying to tear down your little safe zone. I'm aware. As he has a shocked look. You know All Might's trying to tear it down? Of course. I have some men inside informing me of him trying to start riots. Him sending people in, at least. So don't worry. It's being handled as we speak. I know, but I really can't do anything if he tries to do something big. I know you can't, Aizawa. And he won't go over the line, because that would harm his career. But he'll do anything to really tear it down. I have a question. Who is he? As he refers to the person in the room. Oh, that is Steve. He was one of my guards. I happen to trust him. Him and some fellow people in the safe zone that do security for me. Really? Yes. He just happens to be one of the people that keeps the peace. Like the speaker, is keeping down all the rioting and the misconception of society, if you would say. There's no misconception. They're full on pretty much making people of Outer Quark hate mutation types. That is true. But with the ones that have power like I do, they can't really touch me. All Might will try something if you don't let him do what he wants. You realize that? He won't touch me. I can confirm you on that. Because if he does, things will fall apart, and even All Might's reputation will plummet. Alright. But who's these people you're referring to? Like where did you find her? And him? Oh, well, you see, I was someone I grew up with. And this was one of her friends. So I offered him a job. Ah, I see. They're trustworthy. You don't have to worry. But one more thing before you go, Aizawa. Yes. If you find any other information that All Might does something, please let me know. That way I can take action before anything massive occurs. Noted. As Aizawa leaves the room. That was close. He really went over the top with the lies. Now come down, octoling 14. Now what about the name? Oh, don't worry, I'm still gonna call you that. Bye for octoling 14. It's what you're mostly called after all. Fair point. But why go over the top with the lie? You know you're letting the events play out. Of course. That's all because this is planned. You know your boss predicted Aizawa would come to me. As octoling 14 has a shocked look on his face. Yes. He actually seemed like he had an interest in Aizawa, or Eraserhead, at least. It seems that he knew he wasn't one of the corrupt of the society. So he's not exactly in our plan, or his plan. But he's a flaw that could easily destroy the plan. So I have to keep an eye on him. Gotta stay on his good side. Ah, I see. So in a way, don't arouse suspicion, and just make to stay on a low key with him. In a way, yes. Alright. Now, will you excuse me, as his phone's ringing. I must answer this. Hello? It's me. Oh, Black Octoling, what can I do for you? Yes, did Eraserhead or anything happen? Yes, Eraserhead entered. All Might's gonna try to do something. Should I, send, Octoling 14 to go report to some Octolings to take care of it? No. I have a feeling, and I knows what to do. Just make sure no heroes come to the port in this specific city. Okay. I can do that. After all, most of the heroes are turning in around that time anyway. Good, I have some men heading there. They have a little bit of a discussion and some things they need to do there. Alright? Alright. Yeah, I get it. Oh, one more thing. What should I do if All Might get some other heroes involved? Because if you manage to convince the Hero Safety Commission to tear down the safe zone, there's not much I can do. Don't worry, that won't come to it. Not yet, at least. They're too fixated on the heroes. So they won't do anything just yet. Fair point. The heroes and villains have been more active lately, so they can't take risks on the mutation-type population right now. Yes. And I'm glad we managed to get you into office. It was all part of your plan, after all. And I must say, it's a brilliant plan. Still in motion, by the way. Remember, though, if things turn south, you're gonna bail. Of course. That was the plan from the beginning. If things turned south, I would get out of here. Alright, friend. Just don't arouse too much suspicion. Don't worry. I'm not like some of your other loose cannons. I know you're referring to C, and I will take that neutrally, because that's just offensive. You know he's a loose cannon at times, though. Yes, he can be a loose cannon, but that doesn't really need to be said, as he gets the work done, at least. Alright, I'll lay off, C. But tell me, is one of your Octolings going to infiltrate UA? I want to know. Yes, Silver. Silver. Isn't she like your main spy? A high operative. And I hear powerful, too. Yes. Silver will be enrolling in UA as our spy. And to gather any information useful, and if needed, sabotage. You're really going all out for this. Now I want to wonder what led you to make this plan in the first place. That is private information. I understand. Now, remember, before you make any big moves, I need you to let me know. That way I can work around them. As you can tell, stuff here isn't exactly easy to take care of sometimes. Alright. But just make sure those heroes don't go to this specific location tonight. Don't worry. I'll get started on that right away. As the phone call ends, Axel can be a pain sometimes. Oh, sir. Yes. See, I heard your conversation. Let me guess, you want to go punch Axel? Yes, very badly. Don't do that. We still need him. He's part of our plan and a friend of ours. I understand, sir. But do you know when Scarlet will arrive at that location? Yes, he will be arriving within an hour. I looked at his vehicle. It's a tracking device. But it seems Black Eyes is also heading to the location. As Deku raises an eyebrow, why is Black Eyes heading to the location? I thought she was going to rest or train her power. It seems like she wanted in on the plan. This is actually good. As C has a confused look on his face. What do you mean good? I thought you didn't want her to leave the base. Think of it as this. She'll get some experience, and she'll meet the other commanders. You still haven't told me really the name of our other commander, though. Ah, yes. Her name is Kraken. Kraken? She was someone that I gave an upgrade to earlier. A whole lot earlier. About, say, a week or two earlier. Okay. Then how have we not seen her or heard her? Because I have her on a special mission. Ah. But as her name says, Kraken is also her quirk. A giant squid. Or octopus. A giant octopus. Okay. That seems like a very powerful quirk. Where exactly did you send her? Don't worry, the mission or what she did won't be on the news later, in the morning. Alright. You're still not really answering my questions, but okay. Don't worry about it much. You'll understand later. As we go to Scarlet driving to the location. As he's about to arrive, he notices another car and an octoling sitting right beside the car. Looks like they're waiting on somebody. As he gets out, are you the person I'm supposed to meet? As she looks up, no, but I am one of the new commanders. Who may you be? I'm Black Eyes. As they shake hands. So you're Scarlet. I've only met with so I don't really know you. Fair point. But if I wasn't sent here to meet you, then who was I sent here to meet? That would have been me. As Kraken gets off the boat. As Kraken has green octoling tentacles for hair. And green eyes. You were sent here to meet with me. So, I will be taking affairs within the sea. So you're basically going to be our sea patrol, or out in the sea vessels. I'll be in charge of supplies and everything that involves the water. Ships and everything. But why that the boss sent you here was because we have a problem. A problem? But I don't know why you're here. Black Eyes, was it? Yes. But anyway, the more commanders here, the better. So I've had a little bit of trouble. We have these Nomu things disturbing in the plan. As both of them look confused. Nomu? Yes, they're creatures from the LOV. As they look even more confused. They're a villain organization. that hate mutation-type quirks as well as the Hero Society. So they make it their job to destroy things. Undercover, so they're not discovered yet. They do have a plan to attack UA sometime in the future. Though, okay. But anyway, I need your help taking care of them. Why can't some of the regular octolings take care of it? Good thing you asked, Black Eyes. It's because these things are strong and with regeneration type abilities. And I could take care of them myself. But with people as elite as us, I think we could have gotten the job quicker, so I requested for another commander to help me on this endeavor. Alright. Now follow me. As they go into the ship, and they see a Nomu in a cage. This is one of the Nomu, as it grabs the bars and tries to break them once again. As then a volt of electricity shocks the Nomu, and it falls to the ground. Yes, this is one of the ones we managed to capture. We're still doing DNA tests, but it looks like it was a regular human at one point, stuffed with quarks. Interesting. Human experimentation. Odd, but can be useful. We're never going to use this. The boss doesn't like this method of what the LV is using. And how do you know? Think of it as this. Imagine us becoming nothing but mindless beings. The boss doesn't want that of us. Fair point. He respects us for who we are, and that we're his creations, which gives him a more fondness towards us. Especially, do you know that Alex is the only other friend the boss has other than the octolings that we have? And how do you know that? You were only assigned to this mission for something 2 weeks ago. Yes, but I did meet with Axel once or twice because I had to go with the boss. Alright, it seems a whole lot of us have done stuff none of the others know of. Fair point, as the boss does keep secrets. But then again, he's the boss. Anything more important? Black Eye says, yes, in fact there is. The LOV is playing something big. Like, they're gathering villains for something. But I know UA is like, in a few days, the entrance exam at least. So maybe they're trying to do something at an event. But who knows? That's not my problem. But my problem is to find this warehouse where these Nomus are and destroy it. That means you have not found it yet? But that's your job. If you're supposed to take care of these things, then why haven't you found it? Because the LV has done an excellent job of hiding them, or else they would have already been destroyed. And we can't really destroy them up front without rousing suspicion, which we're trying to keep a low profile for the time being. Boss's orders. You're right. I still don't see why we just take them out. Well, I do have an idea of one location. I would like you two to go. I will attack the other location. Alright. Seems fair. And it's a steady plan. But any idea for a coordinated attack? I will be taking the one along the coast. Should be easy to destroy, especially if we do it long range from the ship. We've already scoped the area, no civilians would be harmed, and the men there on the ship are waiting for orders to destroy it. But this other one is in the middle of the city, where we can't do anything, really. So I'd like you two to take care of it. Alright? So do you need any men to come with you, Scarlet? Of course not, Black Eyes. This should be a piece of cake. Then a duo mission. I'm down with that. What car will we be taking, yours or mine? We'll take mine. As they both get into Scarlet's car and drive to the location. Is it me, or does Kraken, the other commander, seem more like the strategist? Yes, it looks like she had been planning these events for a while. But I don't understand why. Not go ahead and destroy these facilities, but ask for aid. Well, we are short man-powered, rounding about to 40 octolanes to 45. So, it's understandable that she doesn't have many forces, or many men with her. Fair point. That would be the only reason I could think why she would request for our aid. As they're driving, do you have any idea of what heroes happen to be in this city? Scarlet? Yes, I do. We happen to have Endeavor. Does patrols here sometimes, as well as Hawks, but I hear Hawks is away in another city. Hopefully he stays there for the night. That would be good, wouldn't it? As they pull up on the building, as they close the doors. Okay. So who's going in first, you or me? I'll go in first, as Black Eyes busts down the door and enters. It starts shooting just to hit the vials of Nomus. Huh, so it was right. It's a Nomu factory. Good to know. So this is the place. Except the explosives over there. I'll set the rest over here. This place will go up in smoke, destroying everything. As they start setting the explosives, they noticed some chitter-chatter outside. What's that? I'll take a look. Black Eyes looks out the window and sees. Oh, we got company. Who do we have? Cops. A few of them, at least. Okay, let's wrap this up quickly. As they finish planting the bombs, as they're about to leave, as Endeavor bursts through the door. Stop right there, villains. As he fires fire at them. They both manage to dodge in the nick of time. So it seems the hero has arrived. What's our chances of escape? If we make it to the car, we should be able to get out of here. Start the car up. I'll hold him off. Whatever you say, Black Eyes. As Scarlet walks to the car, as he's shooting at the cops. So just me and you, Endeavor. As Endeavor does, throws a spear of fire, which Black Eyes managed to dodge, and goes through the ink and gets behind him, and hits him in the back. You're not very observant, are you? As he then quickly turns his arm so fast that Black Eyes wasn't expecting, and gets sent into a wall. Ugh. For the number 2 hero, you do pack a punch. As then when she opens her eyes, fire's coming to her. She barely managed to dodge, but injures her arm. But then she sees a spear of fire. She tries to dodge again, but the spear of fire comes and goes straight through her arm, severing her left arm. I let my guard down. As then she pulls out her gun and starts shooting. You're not going anywhere, villain. as he throws a huge amount of fire at her. But then a car comes in to block the fire, but somewhere around the car and hit her in the left eye. Ah! Scarlet quickly gets out of the car and grabs Black Eyes and puts her in. Oh man, he got you good. As he drives off quickly as Endeavor tries to follow. But then Scarlet presses a button and the building blows up, sending Endeavor flying back. As Black Eyes is sitting in the next seat with her arm bleeding and her eye burnt. You're one of the less experienced. You should have left your guard up. You're not as experienced as the rest of us. You should have let me take care of him. Doesn't matter. Just get us back to base. She's in pain. Alright. As she's still holding on, and Scarlet quickly goes back to the safe zone to get back to Deku's base. As he arrives, some octolings come out to help. As they see Black Eyes injured heavily. Oh. It's like, come on, we need to take her to the medical room. As they're taking Black Eyes to the medical room, the boss shows up. What happened? We had some complications. Endeavor showed up. To be fair point, he's one of the top heroes. I can't blame y'all for getting injured. Everyone leave, I will fix her up. As he's working on it, Scarlet is out in the hall. I should have just stayed and helped fight. It's not your fault. Oh, see. Well, take it as this. At least you weren't injured with her. If you were injured with her, and you're one of our most capable fighters, it would be a drastic blow. But don't worry. The boss will be able to heal her. What about her severed arm? I don't know. And in her eye. As the procedure just finished, as Deku walks out. How is she, sir? She'll be fine. If y'all want, you can go see her. As both C and Scarlet walk in the room, as they see Black Eyes. Her eye, where it was burnt, has been replaced with metal, and gave her a cybernetic eye, and her left arm had been replaced with a robotic arm. Her hands been replaced with a robotic. Yes, her upgrade is still very useful, and can still be used. But her arm and eye will need time to adjust. But hopefully this is a learning lesson for her, not to underestimate her enemies, as she was still inexperienced. I'll make sure to not let this situation happen again, sir. It's fine. Y'all never could have known Endeavor was going to show up. What about Kraken? Kraken did an excellent job on her part. In fact, she called earlier to find out the situation. Just a few moments ago, to be precise. I told her that I had to take care of and heal Black Eyes. But with her prosthetic arm and all that, it seems like Black Eyes is going to have a grudge against Endeavor. Which is fine by me, as he's one of the heroes we need to destroy from the Hero Society. Alright. And this is where I'm going to end Part 7. The next part is going to be the UA entrance exam. That's what I will be covering in Part 8. I hope you all like this video and subscribe.